Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another indie comic review, and in this indie comic review I'll be covering King Spawn by Sean Lewis with art by Thomas. And jumping in, the first things first, does this art in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does. Does this cover in any way connect with the art that's happening inside the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Moving into the next thing, as we look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end of this story, and of course some of the things that are actually happening in the story, as I now move into the area of the art rating. So jumping into the first area, we can see some things that are happening here. And there's also something happening with the dead zones, which do get spoken about, and we've got Spawn speaking here. And of course, I believe that's his friend Terry, who's also trying to reach him. As I jump directly to the middle, we get an appearance by Raven Spawn. And he also seems to give Spawn a bit of a message. And last but not least, some of the art towards the end, where Raven Spawn finally leaves. Now I will show some other panels in here too, or some other pages in here, that will somewhat connect with why I chose the thumbnail I did. This is one of the characters that will be mentioned in the cast. So for the internal art in this, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Moving into the next thing, that's the area of the story rating. Did we get any references to any of the previous comic issues? No, we didn't. Did we get any indication of time as to when certain events are taking place? No, we didn't. The next thing we did sort of get something on was on the dark masks, I think it is, or dark morsels. Of course, there was also mention of the dead zones. The cast of characters consisted of Spawn, Black Azrael, Garva, Terry, Konox, and Ravenspawn. I do think that this is a slight improvement from the last issue, to which I give this a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.